All right, everyone, welcome into the live stream. I hope you are all doing well. We are live because there is a tornado warning just to the west of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, as of just a minute ago. This was an observed tornado warning. Yeah, at 8:13 p.m., 10 minutes ago, Central Daylight Time, confirmed tornado was located over Wall Lake, or 9 miles southeast of Lake Vermillion State Recreation Area, moving east at 40 miles per hour, or 10 miles per hour, excuse me. So this is a damaging tornado, radar confirmed tornado. You could see a few scans ago we had very strong rotation looking over here on velocity, and still some pretty strong rotation going on, but it definitely has broadened out since that tornado warning was upgraded. Give me just a second. Let me change a setting here. Let's go down to 8 frames. Just want to make sure I don't show my password or anything. Welcome in, Henry. Yes, I do agree. I believe our tornado has lifted, but I figured we might as well go live just to give an update. But here is our current scan from 4 minutes ago. So our rotation isn't too tight anymore. But if we go back to 7:10, which is the scan before the tornado warning was upgraded to observe, you could see the rotation was very tight. So that likely was a spin up tornado that touched down at least for a minute or two. And it could still be on the ground, but I would say that's pretty unlikely considering um, our rotation has weakened since then. But we've got 6 people in the stream and 2 likes so far. So if you haven't already, oh my goodness, if you have not already, please be sure to like the stream. My words are moving quicker, or my mind is moving quicker than my words. But I can't guarantee we'll be live for long here at all, because I just wanted to come on for an update. But if this doesn't show any sign of touching back down or continuing as it moves into Sioux Falls, we'll probably just end off our stream. But if you are south of Hartford or west of Sioux Falls by about 6 miles to 18 miles, you need to be in your safe spot. Um, so this is this polygon and where our rotation was, and tornado is about 5 miles south of Interstate 90, and the eastern edge of our polygon is about 2 miles from Interstate. I don't know why the symbols are so small. I think that says 28 or 29, but whichever interstate goes north-south through Sioux Falls. Whoa, we've got 8 people watching. Welcome into the live stream, everyone. Once again, I do not think that we have a tornado on the ground still. I would also like to note our tornado warning for Davis, South Dakota, north of Viborg, near Hurley. So it looks like we had some rotation down there, intensify. But this has actually been expired. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. So you guys in Davis, Viborg, Hurley, South Dakota, have got the all clear to get out of your safe spot from the National Weather Service. They'll probably downgrade this tornado warning or maybe cancel it altogether, and if that is the case, we probably will end off our live stream. But we've actually got somebody in our stream from Sioux Falls, so if you're not in Western Sioux Falls, you probably didn't get a tornado warning. Please just be ready to get into your safe spot, but you do not need to be there right now. Did your name get copied? I don't think so. This is my first stream I've done today, so it must have been in somebody else's chat. But if you are in Sioux Falls, but not quite in this tornado warning, be prepared to seek shelter just in case you are put under a warning. And if you are in this polygon on the western part of town, I would say oh my goodness, remain in your safe spot until this warning is expired. Right now, it's in effect for another 17 minutes. But for anybody new around here, please be sure to like the stream and consider subscribing to the channel. Welcome in, Pete. I hope you are doing well. We've also got some severe warnings in northeastern Alabama. So this includes the cities of Skyline, Scottsboro, Hollywood, Dutton section. So this is for 3/4 of an inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So nothing too concerning, just seek shelter inside a sturdy structure and secure loose objects. We've got a mesoscale discussion for eastern Kansas and portions of western Missouri. Severe potential watch likely. There is an 80% probability of watch issuance down there, so be on the lookout for that. If necessary, we can come back for another live stream later. But once this situation up in Sioux Falls is done, we will probably end off this stream. Yes, this definitely can still do spin up tornadoes, which I believe is what happened. This is our scan from 1 minute ago. Rotation isn't too significant anymore. This was the scan that prompted the warning to be upgraded from radar indicated to observed. This was the actual scan when the warning was issued, and then catching up to now. Nothing too concerning, but remain in your safe spot. This is still an active tornado warning. Once again, though, make sure you guys are staying in your safe spot if under that tornado warning. It is still in effect. See if they update it soon. Right now, they do still have that at observed. Welcome in, camp. Hope you're doing well. And we do have a new tornado warning on the storm where they actually allowed the warning to expire down near Davis, South Dakota. So looks like we got some pretty broad rotation in here, but looks like they decided to put the warning out for it. So this was issued 8:29 p.m. Central Daylight Time, less than a minute ago. This is fresh out of the oven, as some people say. At 8:29 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Davis. Once again, this is in South Dakota, 13 miles southeast of Parker, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. Tornado and ping pong ball sized hail. This is radar indicated rotation. And this storm, the rotation is located right around Davis. So, Davis, South Dakota, south of Lenox, or along this portion of, I believe it's Interstate 29. I am not sure why the font is so small. Let me double check on my phone. Yes, it is Interstate 29. So along this portion of Interstate 29 from about a mile and a half west of Worthing, down to 10 miles east of Davis through 5 miles north of Beresford. You guys need to pull off the roadway, get to a gas station or something. Do not park under an overpass. They act as wind tunnels. The wind accelerates. And we do have a severe thunderstorm warning down in Kansas. I'm not sure if this is new or if I missed it last time, but this does include areas south of Toledo and Strong City for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And this expires at 9:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Chase County and east central Kansas. So seek shelter inside a sturdy structure away from windows and secure any loose objects, like lawn chairs and those types of things. Wow, we have 11 people in the stream. Welcome in, everyone. Once again, the reason that I went live is because of a tornado warning for the western side of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which was observed. Them upgrading it from radar indicated to observed is what prompted me going live. Again, this stream probably won't be very long, but I figured it was worth getting on here for everyone. So if you have not already, please be sure to like the stream and consider subscribing to the channel. We have gained 0 subscribers this stream. And even just watching helps out a lot. So I appreciate you all just for being here. And donations are 100% completely optional, but greatly appreciated. The PayPal is at Mr. Twister YT. And that aids things like paying for radar subscriptions. As soon as Radar Front is on desktop, I will be purchasing a subscription because I got a year free of Radar Scope at the National Storm Chasers Summit, and I canceled my Radar Omega a month or two ago. So I still have that on my phone, but not on the computer, so we're with Radar Scope for now. But when Weatherfront is available on desktop, which I believe should be soon, I will be purchasing the subscription for that. And it's nice because there's only one tier, so they don't hustle you for all your money. That is the PayPal. Usually I have a link, but I couldn't find that, so that's the way I have to do it. Again, though, donations are completely optional. Greatly appreciated. You are not very familiar with radar at all. Is the green splotch inside the red splotch the tornado? Where you see those greens and reds coming together is usually where we have our rotation and potential tornado. We can't really pick up a tornado out of anything we've got going on here. The rotation is very broad west of Sioux Falls. I wouldn't be surprised if they allow this to expire. But if we go to our 7:10 p.m. scan or 8:10 central, you could see this very tight spot where the pixels are brighter. That is where our tornado was located. So yes, you are somewhat correct. I hope that explanation helped out a little bit. Yes, this is real. I don't clickbait streams or anything like that. This is happening. If you have a radar app, you can check for yourself. But once again, Western Sioux Falls, just remain in your safe spot till this tornado warning expires. But it is safe to say we do not have a tornado on the ground at the moment. And I'm monitoring the situation east of Davis, South Dakota. We do have intensifying rotation down here. So Interstate 29 north of Beresford and then west of Worthing, you guys need to be in your safe spot. If you're near Beresford traveling north, do not go that direction and make sure you do not park under any overpasses. Those act as wind tunnels, so the wind accelerates. It is one of the worst positions you could put yourself in. We also have some severe thunderstorm warnings down in Texas worth noting. This one is south of Paducah, includes Guthrie, 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and then west of Crowell, hail less than 3/4 of an inch and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Trevor, if you are talking about the storm just west of Sioux Falls, I can confirm there is no tornado on the ground at this time. But you should remain in your safe spot. We do have radar indicated rotation, and we do not have any confirmed tornado on the ground down east of Davis, South Dakota, but I can confirm we have no tornado on the ground at the moment west of Sioux Falls. If you did get that initial tornado warning, though, doesn't hurt to stay in your safe spot for another, I think, 9 minutes the tornado warning is in effect. 8 minutes, yeah. So you are all good right now. I'm noticing some feedback on the microphone, some tapping, so I'm going to change it. Give me just a second, everyone. I will be right back. Mic quality should be better now. Let me know in the chat. At least there shouldn't be a tapping effect with it. The storm in Kansas is all alone, might go crazy. Yeah, we are expecting semi-discrete storms down there. Discrete, semi-discrete. Right now, this one is very discrete. But we've got 12 people watching, 7 likes. If you haven't already, please be sure to like the stream. I believe this tornado warning has been updated. It is now radar indicated in effect for another 6 minutes. So at 8:37 p.m., 1 minute ago, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Wall Lake, or 8 miles west of Sioux Falls, moving east at 10 miles per hour. Hazard tornado. Radar indicated rotation. So once again, no tornado on the ground west of Sioux Falls right now. This is radar indicated rotation. But there is a chance it starts to pick up again, and we may see this tornado warning reissued for downtown Sioux Falls. So if you were not under this first tornado warning, be prepared to seek shelter if you are placed under one. It does look like our rotation is picking up down near Davis, South Dakota, just about 3.5 miles southeast of there. So in the Davis, South Dakota area, primarily just west of Interstate 29 and eventually Interstate 29, you guys need to be in your safe spot. But this storm is moving at 10 miles per hour, and the rotation is about 6 miles out from the interstate, so you've got a little over half an hour. We have a flash flood warning down here near Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Doppler radar at 7:32 p.m. Central Daylight Time, just over an hour ago, indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 2 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of an inch are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. So that's for Pine Bluff, Grady, Star City, all thyroid, and that is for west central Arkansas, northeastern Cleveland, central Jefferson, and northwestern Lincoln counties in, I guess, southern, southeastern Arkansas, mainly southern. But I'm going to focus the radar on our Sioux Falls area, and I'm more concerned about this storm near Davis, South Dakota, by a long shot than the one near Sioux Falls. I think the southern one, has a much higher likelihood to produce a tornado at this point. But with that being said, give me just a second, everyone. I will be right back. But I will continue to stay live. So just a second, everyone. I will be right back. Alright, I am back, and wow, we've got a lot of people in the stream. So, really important that we're emphasizing everyone down here near, and especially east of Davis, South Dakota, you've got to be in your safe spot. It would not shock me if this storm produced a tornado very shortly. So once again, Davis, South Dakota, and especially east of there, you've got to be in your safe spot, your tornado safety plan. And a new tornado warning for Sioux Falls, just a slight uptick in that rotation caused them to issue that, likely as a precaution. So, Sioux Falls, west central Sioux Falls, you are under a radar indicated tornado warning through 9:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So, seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows. Basement or storm shelter is best. If you do not have either of those, get away from windows. Center of the building on the lowest floor. And looks like there's a convective discussion for a watch possible 40%. Goes through the Omaha Metro up through north Sioux Falls. But there is already a severe thunderstorm watch for Sioux Falls areas of northwest Iowa, southeastern Minnesota, and extreme northeastern Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm watch 257 in effect through 1 a.m. Central Daylight Time. But once again, everyone in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and again down near Davis, South Dakota, especially Davis, South Dakota, and just east of there, you guys have got to be in your safe spot. And oh my goodness, we have got 19 people watching the stream. So it's really important that you guys like the stream so we can get the word out to as many people as possible. Consider subscribing to the channel. But if you are in Sioux Falls or Davis, South Dakota, you've got to be in your safe spot. So please seek shelter on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows, basement or storm shelter. If you do not have access to either of those, get away from windows. Interior room, center of the building on the lowest floor. But this could be a tornado on the ground down near Davis, South Dakota. And again, no tornado on the ground west of Sioux Falls right now. Just got some radar indicated rotation moving into the city. So west central Sioux Falls and central Sioux Falls, South Dakota, you guys should be getting into your safe spot. Again, we had a brief tornado touchdown about half an hour ago south of Hartford, but no longer on the ground. So that is really a precautionary warning more than anything, just because of the large population center. I don't actually know the population of Sioux Falls. I'd imagine it's somewhere around at least 100,000 is my guess. Okay, 224,000. So a lot of people in Sioux Falls. So western Sioux Falls, central Sioux Falls, you've got to be in your safe spot. In eastern Sioux Falls, if you are put under a tornado warning, you need to go there as well. But right now, if you're east of Interstate 229, you do not need to be in your safe spot. Just be prepared to get there. But everybody west of 229, so that includes Interstate 29, you've got to be in your safe spot. Western Sioux Falls is not touched down. Once again, this is a radar, I don't know why I'm writing it out, but radar indicated rotation. So no tornado on the ground west of Sioux Falls, but there is the potential for something to touch down, and either way you should be getting to your safe spot, but no tornado on the ground right now. And that rotation is located about 2.5, 3 miles to the west of Interstate 29. If you are traveling along Interstate 29 through Sioux Falls, heading northbound, actually either way, you need to pull off the road, get to a gas station or somewhere. I'm sure there's many stops, but get into a safe spot, not in your vehicle. Do not park under an overpass. That's the most important thing. Those act as wind tunnels. The wind accelerates. And oh my goodness, we've got 25 people watching. This could be, in terms of live viewership, a top 3 viewed stream for me. So it's really important we get this word out to absolutely everyone. you live right next to Interstate 29, and there are still many cars driving on the interstate. Unfortunately, that is the reality. A lot of people assume that they should try to outrun it. This rotation is going to be located, I wish I had road labels, but right where I-29 intersects with this main road that goes through Sioux Falls. Looks like it's the 42, Route 42. But once again, we've got 24 people watching the stream and 8 likes, so if you have not already, please be sure to like the stream. It is completely free. It helps me out a lot, and it pushes this stream further into the algorithm so more people know what is going on right now. Then once again, down near Davis, South Dakota, about 5 miles southeast of there, we got very strong rotation that has the potential to produce a tornado. So Davis, South Dakota, Interstate 29 between Beresford and Worthing, you need to be in your safe spot, and then Sioux Falls also in your safe spot. But our rotation, which has been broad for quite a while now, I believe is weakening again near Sioux Falls. Once again, donations are 100% completely optional, but greatly appreciated. And they help go back to the channel. Storm chasing, everything that it goes to has to do with the channel. So the PayPal is in the live chat. But more than anything, even if you're not liking the stream, not subscribing, any of that, just making sure you're getting to your safe spot is the most important thing right now in this storm. You are all good, Undead, RME. Like I said, donations are completely optional, but greatly appreciated. Even just watching helps out. Even if, say, somebody disliked the stream, just watching helps out, because my main goal here is to keep people safe. I'm not a degreed meteorologist or anything like that, but I know what I'm talking about to the extent where I believe I can come on here and help some people out. So once again, Western Sioux Falls, this rotation is about, let's see, 3 miles west of I-29, so Interstate 29, you guys need to be pulling off of the roadway, getting to a safe spot like a gas station or a restaurant, but more than anything, just not parking under overpasses. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the live chat. We do have a slight risk of severe weather today, a level 2 out of 5. I suppose I should pull that up. I haven't really shown it at all this stream quite yet. So let's do that. So here we are on the Storm Prediction Center website. You can see our slight risk is for parts of central and western Missouri, eastern Kansas, and then extreme western Iowa, extreme eastern Nebraska, southeastern South Dakota, and extreme southwestern Minnesota. What should you do if you get sucked up? Well, that's not really realistic. Sure, in theory it is possible, but that's kind of how movies portray it. But more than anything, the most dangerous part about being in a tornado is flying debris, so that's why we tell you to get into your safe spot. But this risk is being driven by a damaging wind risk, and then on the southern mode, a SIG 1 15% hatched hail risk. So just 2% tornado risks today, but we are expecting a severe thunderstorm watch, which will go out for portions of western Kansas, eastern Kansas, western Missouri, extreme eastern Nebraska, and western Iowa. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the live chat. Just please be sure to be respectful to yourself and others, including myself. Honestly, though, this tornado warning for Sioux Falls may either get expired or excuse me, canceled, or they may just allow it to expire and not reissue it. But it depends on what happens with the rotation. Right now, I'm not too concerned about you guys, but nonetheless, doesn't hurt for Central and Western Sioux Falls to be in your safe spot. And then down southeast of Davis, South Dakota by about 6 miles, 7 miles. You guys definitely need to be in your safe spot. That is very strong rotation. Kind of got some contamination going on, but you'd still see very strong rotation in there. So please be in your safe spot. Tried to update the title because we no longer have a tornado on the ground approaching Sioux Falls. It's just radar indicated rotation. However, YouTube, at least on my end, does not appear to be saving the changes, so I do apologize for that. I guess I'll just have to fix it after the stream. Might as well update the overlay though. On the Davis storm camp. Take a look at history. Okay, hopefully that overlay is good. Give me just a second, everyone. I'm going to take a look at Freddie McKinney's stream. I believe he has allowed us to use it in the past. Just to be respectful, because I'm not sure. I'm not going to show it on our feed, because his people have probably got to be pretty strict about it. Do have access to John McKinney's, however, if he is live. But yes, he is down near the Davis storm. And John McKinney is actually live. He's down in eastern Kansas. He's in Emporia. So if necessary, later I will show Mr. John McKinney's live feed. Why is the radar looped on that Sioux Falls cell? I'm not quite sure. You're talking about how I'm playing it over and over again? I was looking at radar and the McKinney's feeds on my phone. But this is now an observed tornado warning for portions of Interstate 29 north of Beresford and south of Worthing, South Dakota. So really important you are not on this part of the roadway. This is a confirmed tornado by Freddie McKinney. So 3 minutes ago at 8:54 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed tornado was located near Centerville, or 8 miles northwest of Beresford, moving east at 10 miles per hour, damaging tornado and ping pong ball sized hail. This is a multi-vortex tornado on the ground, approaching Interstate 29, so if you're traveling south towards Beresford, you've got time. This is a slowly moving tornado, but if you are traveling north from Centerville or Beresford, any of those areas, you've got to be pulling off the roadway going south. And if you're traveling south for near Worthing, do not go that way. Pull off the roadway because this is moving slightly southeast. And they actually just put out another tornado warning for just north of Beresford for more portions of Interstate 29. So if you are in one of these red tornado warning polygons, you've got to be in your safe spot. Again, not under any overpasses or anything like that. Pull off to a gas station, restaurant, somewhere safer than your vehicle. But I will be right back, everyone. Give me just a minute. I will be pretty quick. Let me write that better. But I will be right back, everyone. Give me just a minute. All right, everyone, I am back. Once again, we've got a strong tornado on the ground approaching Interstate 29, northwest of Beresford, South Dakota. This is a multi-vortex tornado via Freddie McKinney. We've been talking about this for a while. It was radar indicated, but this is now a confirmed tornado headed towards Interstate 29. It is likely going to impact Interstate 29, where it is about 5.5 to 6 miles north of Beresford, and it is tracking southeast at roughly 10 miles per hour. We've got 15 people watching the stream, so please be sure to like the stream and consider subscribing to the channel. It's completely free. It helps spread the word of severe weather events, especially like these right now, to more people so they do know what is going on. But that is a strong tornado. Once again, confirmed tornado via Freddie McKinney and National Weather Service. This is a tornado on the ground. Continuing to watch Freddie's feed. Getting quite a few ads. But if I take a look, that is still a strong tornado on the ground. Yeah, they are right by it. And it's still intensifying based off of radar. Very big tornado. This is potentially an intense tornado. 22 people watching, 12 likes. Please be sure to like the stream. We've got a large tornado, strong to intense tornado, northwest of Beresford, South Dakota, by about 7 miles. This tornado warning is for southwestern Lincoln and southeastern Turner counties in southeastern South Dakota. This second warning, which is also observed, is for southwestern Lincoln County, and also southeastern Turner County in southeastern South Dakota. So you guys have got to be in your safe spot. And it appears we may have some rotation developing down here too, south of Centerville, about 12 miles west-southwest of, this is Emmett, South Dakota. So there's a tornado possible tag on that, so continuing to watch that. But Sioux Falls, not too concerned about you guys. If you were under that tornado warning, continue to seek shelter. That's in effect for another 11 minutes. But it really is all eyes on the Davis, South Dakota storm. They did call this out a bit earlier that we have a lot going on over here. More specifically, that it was likely we would see a tornado touchdown, and we did. That was very strong rotation for quite a while. And we currently have a tornado on the ground. Once again, you can watch it on Freddie McKinney's live stream. They're very close to it. It is very rain wrapped, though. Unfortunately, I cannot show Freddie's live feed. I do not think. I can show John's at some point if we do need that, but he's down in Kansas. So not too concerned about Kansas right now. But there's Freddie's feed. If you'd like to go watch, go show him some support. And this is now a PDS tornado warning for areas just north of Beresford, South Dakota. So PDS stands for particularly dangerous situation. This is a particularly dangerous situation, a strong tornado on the ground. This is an intense tornado north of Beresford, South Dakota. So this is northwest of Beresford by about 8 miles, moving southeast. So not necessarily in any cities right now. Sioux Falls, you guys will not be impacted by this tornado. That is just a radar indicated that is about to expire. So Sioux Falls, I would say you guys are good to get out of your safe spot at 9:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This is going to impact just north of Beresford, but it is approaching Interstate 29. It'll be at Interstate 29 likely within the next 20 to 25 minutes. So do not get under overpasses. This is a very slow moving tornado. You guys have had time. So hopefully everybody is taking their proper tornado precautions. But this isn't necessarily on a path for any cities directly right now. But the tornado warning, the PDS, is for southwestern Lincoln and southeastern Turner counties in southeastern South Dakota. I'm not quite sure what you mean, T or Ellis. But at 9:03 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Centerville, or 7 miles northwest of Beresford, moving east at 10 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Hazard, damaging tornado. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. This is an intense to potentially, because it is multi-vortex, potentially a violent tornado. Definitely has that potential, so complete destruction is possible. This tornado will be near Beresford around 9:10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Once again, please like the stream and consider subscribing to the channel. It just helps spread the word. We've got 34 people watching. That is the most viewers we've ever had, not as a result from a raid. So thank you all for being here. Hopefully you are all taking your tornado precautions. Unfortunately, for some reason, YouTube is not saving my update to the live stream details, but the tornado warning for western and central Sioux Falls expires in 7 minutes. This tornado is not on track for you guys. There was radar indicated rotation, so no tornado on the ground. The radar indicated rotation near Sioux Falls. You guys are probably getting some lightning, heavy rain, potentially small hail, but pretty much zero tornado threat to Sioux Falls now, but stay in your safe spot until 9:15 when this tornado warning expires. The main concern is just north of Beresford, near Interstate 29. So if you know anybody traveling north on Interstate 29 from Beresford or south from Worthing, call them, tell them not to, especially if they're traveling north from Beresford. Can't have them in, sorry, struggling to find my words. We cannot have them under overpasses. This is a particularly dangerous situation, and we just had a severe thunderstorm watch issued for eastern Kansas and then western and central Missouri through 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Once again, main concern is our strong tornado, bare minimum strong tornado down in southeastern South Dakota. So once again, a particularly dangerous situation. That is what PDS stands for. This is the second highest level of tornado warning out there. Of course, only below tornado emergency, and there's just not enough of a population out here for them to do a tornado emergency. If you have a question, go ahead. Who called in the Sioux Falls tornado warning? If you're saying weather spotter, who confirmed that tornado warning at some point, I'm not quite sure, but they did make it a confirmed tornado warning at some point. But down here, this is likely Freddie McKinney that confirmed the tornado, and we know for a fact this was and still is likely on the ground. But yeah, that rotation we noted about 10 minutes ago, rotation is currently 8.5 to 8.5 to 9 miles west-southwest of Emmett. That is currently just a tornado possible tag. We'll see if they put a radar indicated tornado warning on that. But right now, the most concerning situation is what we've got going on. Approaching Interstate 29, Sioux Falls. Pretty much all rotation with that is gone. That expires in 4 minutes. So Sioux Falls, you guys are good to get out of your safe spot. Just continue to seek shelter inside a sturdy structure from the heavy rain, lightning, and hail, but no tornado concern for you guys anymore. I was not expecting to go live for this long. We've been live 49 minutes. I was expecting maybe 20, 30 minutes. Just, hey, we've got a tornado warning for Sioux Falls, that type of thing. But actually, this storm had other plans. Once again, north of Beresford, you guys need to be in your safe spot. We got 27 people watching, 16 likes this stream. Thank you all again so much for all of the support. This is probably the best viewership we've ever gotten in a stream that did not get rated by the legendary John McKinney. Yeah, we've already got 400 views. I think that's one of my most viewed streams. So thank you all for the support with that. Obviously helps a lot to get the message out to people. Actually, my most viewed stream, the one where we got a John McKinney raid, is the 6th most viewed. This one right now is the 4th. Greensburg stream has more, and then the June 8th, 2025 moderate risk. Thank you all for being here. The main goal, as always, is to keep people safe. So if I helped one of you out this evening, which we had quite the crowd in here, considering the size of my channel, watching for Sioux Falls, so it feels good to be able to help you guys out. If you have not already, after the stream, be sure to go watch my lightning compilation video from the Denver, Colorado area storms on Thursday, May 28th. And it does appear that this tornado, the rotation is definitely weakening, and they did warn our southern rotation, which I talked about probably 15-20 minutes earlier. That's warned for another 46 minutes, radar indicated, so that includes Emmett, Spink, and portions of Interstate 29. So tornado warning for east central Clay County in southeastern South Dakota and northwestern Union County in southeastern South Dakota until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time at 9:11 p.m. Central Daylight Time, which is 2 minutes ago. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles west of Union Grove State Park or 10 miles north of Vermilion, moving east at 10 miles per hour. So the hazards with this are tornado and half-dollar sized hail. This is radar indicated rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. And this dangerous storm will be near Union Grove State Park in about half a minute. So take cover now, move to a basement or interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. If you do not have a basement or storm shelter, get away from windows, lowest floor, most interior part of the building. And once again, donations are always 100% completely optional, but greatly appreciated. The PayPal is at Mr. Twister YT. It's up in the chat. If you scroll back just a little bit, that is completely optional, which just helps out with other things related to the channel. Never expected though, even just watching helps out as long as I'm able to help you guys. And we have a flash flood warning. Not sure if this is new, but that includes Leola, North Dakota. Yeah, it was issued about 2 hours ago. Trade weather spotters reported thunderstorms producing heavy rain between 3 and 4 inches. Your home is in Autumn Park. Well, if it is under a tornado warning, you need to be in your safe spot. I know that the southern tornado warning includes Union Grove State Park, that is radar indicated, but we do have a tornado on the ground about to cross Interstate 29 north of Beresford, South Dakota. But either way, if you're under a tornado warning, you've got to be in your safe spot. So that means a basement, a storm shelter. If you don't have either of those, interior-most room, away from windows. And have your shoes on and in a safe position. What time end? If you're talking about when these tornado warnings end, the one for Emmett expires in 43 minutes at 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The PDS north of Beresford expires at 9:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And the stream will end. I've been live for 54 minutes, almost 55 minutes. I'll probably have to end off here within the next 15 to 20 minutes, but we're here for now. So if you have any questions, be sure to ask in the live chat. Just please be respectful when using the live chat to myself, yourself, and others. And it is up to my discretion or moderator of the channel to time you out. Because it is my channel. If you are being annoying in chat or rude, I can ban you. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Wellington, Dodson, Texas. I believe this includes portions of, looks like Highway or Route 83, and this is for 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, so ping pong ball sized hail. If you're in Wellington or Dodson, it is recommended that you bring your vehicles inside and then get into a safe spot, secure loose objects, and away from windows, because ping pong ball sized hail can do more damage than you'd probably think. Still a PDS tornado warning for areas north of Beresford. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's Beresford, so Beresford, South Dakota. If you're from the area or you know how to pronounce it correctly and I am not, feel free to let me know in the live chat. This is still a PDS tornado warning for another 26 minutes. Unless they change something, it is likely we still have a tornado on the ground, bare minimum. Gonna check in on Freddie McKinney's feed. So it was very rain wrapped when they were first there. But the tornado is not only Beersford. Okay, Beersford. Whew, I'm getting tired, guys. I don't know about you. Been a long day. We actually have a tornado warning for the northern and northwest portions of Lubbock, Texas. This is for hail up to 1 inch and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And that's moving mainly east very slowly. So north of Lubbock, Texas, and kind of southeast too. You've got a storm down there that's just not warned. Secure loose objects and seek shelter inside a sturdy structure. But we have been live 58 minutes now, so probably going to end off the live stream here. Once again, PDS tornado warning for I-29 and Beresford, South Dakota. So seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, along with Emmett and Spink, and eventually Big Springs. But if you are under a tornado warning, get into your safe spot. Once again, that means away from windows. Basement or storm shelter are best, and if you don't have those, lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows, interior room. That is your best bet. Once again, we do have a slight risk of severe weather today. Going to pull that up one more time. There's our slight risk. We got two separate 2% tornado risk, one here, one down there. And then our wind risk, 15% non-hatched. And then we have a SIG 1 hail risk, 15% down in southeastern Kansas, portions of western Missouri, but not near, not for our upper target of hail. So that's our only SIG risk. Sioux Falls, you are good now. Tornado warning has expired. Once again, it would not allow me to change the stream information, but Sioux Falls, you guys are good. But with that being said, that is going to be the end of this live stream. Unless anybody has any other question, you think you might be lucky it's passing over you. If you're in Sioux Falls, you don't have anything to worry about anymore. Just some rain and lightning that's moving out. So skies should be clearing up for you guys within the next 15 to 30 minutes. And more than likely they'll downgrade this PDS. There's still a chance we have a tornado on the ground. And then down near Emmett, radar indicator right now, but be prepared for a tornado to touch down, just in case that scenario does come to life. But that is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.